Analyzing biometrics. Blending materials. Customizing your experience. Welcome to Liquid Lab.
He knew the world would not be the same. Few people laughed. Few people cried. Most people were silent. Vishnu takes on his multi-armed form and says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. What's good, what's good, what's good? We're back here for Mega Money Mondays. What's poppin'? Who's here, who's not? Roll check, roll check, roll check. Who's here? What's good? All right, all right, all right. Nice little 3-day weekend, I'm not gonna lie. I missed you guys. Sunday, I was sitting there like, all right, you know, hey, I'm ready. I'm ready for Monday. I'm good. I've had a nice little vacation. Now let's make some money, baby. All right, all right. Let's see what happens here today. Right now on the Nasdaq, what do we got? On the hourly chart, we took out the Wednesday low from last week. We took out Wednesday low. We've got back here in April, we got that 17,920 low. And that's kind of like right there in the middle of that big Trump candle. The Trump candle! Which basically lines up with that right there. The rest of the markets around the world, I think, are closed. Most of the major markets are closed today because of Easter. We'll see if we get a lot of choppy action here this morning or if we're going to get some clean moves. Either way, we're sitting back, we're waiting, we're waiting, we're watching. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you, boys. Right now, on the 5-minute chart, kind of just sitting around those EMAs. Is this going to be a higher low? We've got the gap fill potential, that dotted line to the upside, dot, dot, dot. That is the previous Friday close. So last week, we closed there. We gapped down. Right now, the market down 1.4% on the day. Like I said, the rest of the markets right now are not open because of Easter Monday. So let's see what we get here today. What kind of action are we going to get? Easter Monday. Will we rise? Will we fall? Will we go up? Will we go? Nobody knows. That's right. Nobody knows. Nobody knows me. Like they know you, like they know me too. Nobody knows, nobody knows, nobody knows. No holiday for the U.S. market. Last Friday was the market holiday for Good Friday. Now we've got Easter Monday. And right now, Nasdaq sitting here, 18,124. Overnight, a little drop there. Big drop from the 18,200 pivot point. We pushed right up in there and then got denied, pulled back, 18,080 so far. Overall, we're just kind of moving down here, making those lower highs. Will we get down to this pivot point there next? Pivot point there at the 18,040 area. And then after that, 17,920 to the downside there. It's a good day to make some money, my friends. If you guys haven't already hit that like button, subscribe button, you know what to do. Let's go, baby. Let's turn it up. That mega money Monday. All right. Just getting ready here. Market open up and kind of seeing what's going on right now. The overnight, obviously trending lower. This is the only thing we got to think about. Like, do we push back up, fill that gap here today? $1 million question, my friends. Stefan, how can he contact you to ask some questions? No questions are allowed to be asked, my friend. Sorry. If you have a question, you can always ask it in the chat, but I don't really do, I don't do email questions. No offense. If I answered every email question that I got, then I would never have any life, and I would just be answering email questions all day. I'm honestly not trying to be an asshole. It's just the truth. I can't, just answer every question that I get on the internet. Google is your friend, though. I promise you. Google has all the answers. I'm just one man. I'm just one man with a plan. Charge per email. And that's not even worth it, though, because people can just kind of, I promise you, you can definitely figure it out. You can definitely figure it out on your own without my help. I know it sounds crazy, but I promise you you can do it. All right, Nasdaq. Will this, like I said, this could be that higher low. We've been putting in higher lows, move it down, lower lows. The trend clearly is pointing down. And good day to make some money. Mega Money Mondays, baby. Ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum. We got about 26 minutes here till market opens. 26 minutes till market open. Pope Francis over the weekend passing away. I think just this morning, huh? I'll tell you one thing. I don't know which way the market's gonna go, but I will tell you one thing. Ain't nobody getting out of here alive. Ain't nobody gonna get off of this motherfucking planet alive. It don't matter what you do. Don't matter how much money you got. Don't matter what a deal you make with the devil. We all gonna sail off into the ether at some point. Just dust in the wind. You know, we're all just dust in the wind, man. Just dust in the wind. Best prop firm at the moment. Ooh. I mean, they're all pretty good. They're all pretty good. All right, Nasdaq back down there, 18,100. Will we break this 100 level, go for a new low before market open? Right now it's 906. 906 here. Right now, this is a 2-minute chart. If you look at the chart here, guys, just if you ever have a question, look at the chart. See that number right here where it says 2? That's the time frame. 2, 5, 15 minute, 1 hour, 2 minute. Two trades gonna live to 300. Ricky Bobby, shake and bake, baby. We're gonna find out here. Shake and bacon, bacon and shaking. Right now, Nasdaq back down there, 18,100 level. The low here earlier, 18,080. Are we gonna fill the gap today? Oof, the $1 million question. We'll see what happens at open, basically. If we sell down here, continue selling down. That gap is all the way back up there, 18,380, where we closed at on Friday. And we got a pivot point to the downside, 18,040. We got a pivot point there, 18,210. And it's kind of right now looking like trouble here on the hourly chart. We lose that 100 area, and it should try to, like, that 1 hour candle could start to reach down there, take out that low. Reach out, touch me, baby. Touch me, baby. Touch me, baby. You just gotta reach out and touch me, baby. Touch me, touch me, touch me, baby. There's that move through the hundreds now. Dippity dipping before market open here. Just rolling off there now. Ba-da, ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. 15-minute chart. Little push back up. Getting denied there. Back to the lows again. We'll see how she plays. Does Apex care if you trade the opening range? No. They do not care. Why the delay? There should be no delay on the stream. Is there a delay? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. How was your Easter? I went on the boat, went to the sandbar, had a nice little sunny day. Little sandbar sunny day here in South Florida. Hard to complain. Little e-foiling, little action, little fun. All right, Nasdaq just moving on down here. Steven Rosario, what's up? What's up with you, dog? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I went to a, I don't know, I don't call it a pool party. I went to a pool in Miami on Saturday. As I was leaving the pool, I got spotted. A day trader said, PW, BDH. I said, oh shit. They found me. The chat has found me in real life. Can't go anywhere anymore. Too big. The biggest, the largest. We the biggest, we the largest. Dylan Monday, the biggest, the largest. Thanks, man. All right, we got about 17 minutes here till market opens. 17 minutes till market opens. Just sitting back here, waiting and watching, getting ready for the anticipation here. No news today, by the way. No news. No news. No news. But, getting fired up here either way. Fired up. I talked to Rips over the weekend. Looks like we're trying to nail down a date to have Rips come to the BDH. Rips at the BDH in May. Sounds fun. Sounds fun. No news equal choppy. That is truth. What car is that? That's a McLaren 765. McLaren 765 LT. Only 765 of them in the world. In the world. That's right. All right, all right. All right, all right, all right. 15 minutes here till market opens. Right now, the Nasdaq dipping on down here. Like I said earlier, putting in those lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. We got this pivot point there. We've got the gap, right? The close on Friday all the way back up there, 1838. We kind of Sunday open. We have this gap still from the price there. Well, I guess we kind of tested it there. Either way, we have a little bit of a gap there in the Sunday open still. But right now, NASDAQ just kind of bleeding out here overnight. We're down about 1.5% right now on the NASDAQ. The ES here, the ES Yes. ES is looking very similar right now. You can see on the ES here. There's your ES setup. Just kind of sitting there. Also doing pretty similar move to the Nasdaq right now. So the Nasdaq, the ES, just kind of moving on back down here. The low on the ES right there at that pivot point for now. And we'll see how she goes. How is your watch treating you? I don't know. It's working. It treats me so well. So yeah, that's what we got. If you look at the hourly chart, we've got this low all the way down here. 17,900 area, that pivot point there as well. Right now, Nasdaq looking weak here, moving down. Moving down, chat. Just trying to be patient, wait for the market to open up here, get some more volume on it, get more action to come through here. We take a trade, make some money, you know, just nice and easy, baby, nice and easy, no rush. It's just want another day, another opportunity to make some money. Patience, like always, patience, patience, patience. You want to get paid? Well, you know, you got to be patient. That's just how it goes. Don't go chasing waterfalls, you know what I mean? Don't do it. It ain't a good plan. Don't do it. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Listen to the rhythm in the place that you used to. One of those, you know what I mean? One of those, baby. All right, all right. Oof. This is always that time. Yeah, that time. You know, where you're like, time to wait. Time to wait to see what happens here at open. But right now, like I said, Nasdaq is kind of trending lower here. The trend is your friend. Let's see what happens at open. I would say if we can get above the high here, and we start to like push back up, there is that gap fill potential. You never know. You know, like, don't get too excited just yet. Look at the daily candle right now. We're just kind of sitting down there at the low of this daily candle. We hit down there, that 68s. We got this low down here, 922. So, see how she plays. Someone says dump then pump. Maybe. Maybe pump then dump. All right, still about 8 minutes here till market opens up. 8 minutes. No news today. A lot of the European world markets are closed today for Easter Monday. Easter Monday here. Easter Monday. Oh, man. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard, man. Hard to be patient sometimes. Seven minutes till market opens. Right now, overall, market is just kind of grinding lower here. Nice little drop there earlier. A little droppity drop from that pivot. 18,210 pivot point. The dotted line upside there is our gap fill. We'll see how she plays at open right now. See if this kind of bear flag plays out. That pivot point down there, 18,041. After that, we've got the low down here as well. I mean, I'm not overly bearish, so I'm not overly bullish. I'm just going to wait for a nice little setup here either way. Wait for a nice little setup here, boys. That's all we need to do. You got Trump speaking at 10:30. Oh, buddy. You got 5 minutes here till market opens. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Trump speaking every day, pretty much. Pretty much. Someone said chart patterns don't work like they used to. Yeah, I don't know about that. $18,100 area, the fine line in the sand here. Fine line in the sand here. Just numbers on a chart, man. Numbers on a chart. It's all it is. How do I feel about the 15-minute range, opening range? Still love it. Still love it. Still loving it. He's loving it. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe button. It's free to like, free to subscribe. That's right. We got some special guests this week. I've also been talking to Rips, selling Rips, about coming to the BDH in May. A lot of stuff going on, man. It's a big few months ahead. A lot of stuff happening. A lot of stuff happening. We're here doing it live. Got about 2 minutes here till market opens. Patrick, you doing the ban again this morning? Told you to short, long, etc. Was listening while out and about last week and was laughing. I don't know what that means. What about the guy who got paid $2 million? He did. $2 million, baby. Congratulations. Had a payout, an Apex $2 million payout. Let's go. Nathan. So check this out. Nathan won. He won a free account on the live stream. He then got funded. And then he got paid out. Congratulations. That's fucking epic. Nathan. 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 Making that money, baby. How can you request to come trade the BDH? If you got to ask, then you don't know. You're not ready. If you got to ask how to come to the BDH, then you're not ready for the BDH. It's that simple, my friends. All right, we got about a minute here till market opens. 1 minute until market opens. We just put in a higher low here. Will this be the reversal off the lows? Chop it back up. Take out this. Push up back up to the 18,200. We got that pivot point to the upside. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's see how she goes. Let's see how it goes. 30 seconds until market opens. Count it down with me, chat. Count it down with me, chat. 5, 4, 3, a 2, and a 1. The market is open. Full business. Here we go. Straight up pump so far. Oh, buddy, everybody's pumping it, pumping it, pumping it, they said. Up there to the 147 so far. We took out this little high right here, 150 area. Let's see if that's going to be the trap. We start to sell back down here now. Or maybe the pump. Looks like a pump. Those buyers came in there aggressively at open, didn't they? They said, hey, buying the dip. Buying the dip, they said. Hard to just get long right here, but we got to be patient. I'm being patient. Let this get taken out, this little high there. If we can build out a bit of a bull flag up here, you know, then we got that pivot point up there. 18,200 area next. So far, big pump, pullback. Bulls are just fucking squeezing. Oh my Lord, look at that. Everybody in the chat was talking about the market going straight down at open. Look what happens. When everybody's bearish, look what happens. The ES is looking a little weaker. Nasdaq just pumps straight up. ES is kind of just stuck going nowhere. You can see here ES is looking a little weaker. Pulled back already. Nasdaq and ES are kind of moving opposite right now. What does that mean? I think if we look at that, see how the ES is already dumping back down here? Nasdaq's holding on there. Uh-oh. Who's gonna make the move first? I wouldn't say the Dow is straight down. Dow's holding on for now. Nvidia popped straight up there and opened through the 99s. Tricky spot here. Very tricky spot right now. We got some selling pressure sitting here like the 45, 50 area. ES is making new lows right now, or not pre-market lows, but making new lows since open. So the ES and the Nasdaq kind of working opposite directions right now. Working opposite directions here. Tricky. Tricky. Ashley Weller already made $1,000 walking away. Let's go. Killing it. Very aggressive price action here. Very aggressive right now. ES is bleeding out right now. Nasdaq's holding up here after breaking out to the upside, but it's looking tricky. Nvidia's pulling back. I feel like the ES will take the Nasdaq lower now. Back down there into the EMAs. Obviously, we got the 15-minute opening range coming up here as well. Nasdaq and the ES finally starting to work together here. We get through that 100 area. Oh, yeah. No, we're going downtown now, boys. Nasdaq in trouble. Straight down here. Oh, my Lord. You can't stop her. You can't stop her. Don't try to buy the dip. Don't try to buy the dip. Oh, my God. It just keeps going lower. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Took the long there. I mean, sorry, not take the long. Took out the low there. Took out the low. Now we go. Now where do we go? ES bounced off the pivot point again. Look at that pivot point on the ES. Just bounced us right back up. Everybody in the chat talking about just relax, chat. Relax. Relax, chat. No rush. No rush. Just relax. Where's the VWAP at? Yeah, where's the VWAP at? Let me see. Somehow I don't have the VWAP anywhere. Let me see. I got it. I'll pull it up here for you. VWAP right now, 18,000. Like 180 area here. For the VWAP right now. VWAP up there. Need to see what happens here with the Nasdaq. It's Mega Money fucking Mondays, boy! Woo! Look at this thing. All right, ES is still kind of bleeding out. ES still moving back down here. Nasdaq sitting right there. Only way I'd be looking for a long on the Nasdaq is if we get back above, you know, like get back above like that 120 area. Maybe that's where we flip it and we push back up here. The job is real. We're doing it live. Doing it live. Here's that little push back up now. This could be that, like I said, that flip. Got a big wick on the bottom of that candle. Big wick there. If we can squeeze. Doo-doo. Buyers stepping back up. Like I said, buyers down there, just stepping it back up. Nasdaq's got to basically get back above the high of this candle for that move higher. They're trying to flip it. They just got to get through these EMAs there. EMAs at the 120s and then up there to that 30 area again. A little pushy push. Still trouble there at the 120s. $18,100 there. Try to push through. 18,100. We're trying to bounce off that. The ES, we got wick on the bottom of the ES as well. ES is wicking. If the ES gets back above that 250 area, take the Nasdaq back up. Opening range, we have not. We've still got 4 minutes until opening range break. 4 minutes until opening range breakout. Or until the 15-minute range is set here. So right now, a lot of chop. A lot of chop here. We got to get through that 120 area. Break it. For the bulls, another big wick. Some wicky action here. We had those, a lot of wicks up here, a lot of wicks down there. The chop is real. No news today. No news today. Back below 18,100. The ES, the Nasdaq. We got 2 minutes until the 15-minute range is set. Two minutes. Let's see what they do with this. If they can kind of hold this 90 area, get back above the hundreds here. Trying to put like in a higher low right here. They kind of need to ramp it right back up. Trouble there again. At the 80s now. Kind of holding there at the 80s for now, but this 5-minute candle looking troublesome there. Make a new low. We got that pivot point down there at the 40s. What is it going to do? ES looks weak. Nasdaq looks weak. It all looks so very weak here. That pivot point down there, 18,040s. Nvidia down. Dow's making new lows. ES is going for new lows. Nasdaq also down here at the lows. Nasdaq making new lows here now into the 50s. All right, we got our 15-minute range now. 15-minute range is now set. The middle of that 15-minute range is that 18,115 area. Right off the bottom of that 15-minute range again. Oh my God. Was that a 30-point rip just straight back up? What the fuck? It's going crazy, chat. Straight back up now, 120s. $50 points, baby. Just straight back up there on that 1-minute candle. Right to the middle of the 15-minute range again. Good Lord. All right, that key level we talked about earlier, kind of that 120 area. Do we get back through that 120? Push up to the high. The opening range high being that 165s now. Huh. And just continuing to chop around. We're right in the middle of this 15-minute range. Back down to the EMA again. Be watching that one. Like if we get through these highs of these candles, should try to, 140, 160 pretty quickly. So kind of just watching that for a possible breakout, but still stuck there below that 120, right back down to below the hundreds again. Someone said it looked like a bear flag. Well, looks like something, that's for sure. All right, again, back down here to the lows. Chop is wild and crazy for now. ES is looking real weak. Nasdaq just popped straight back up and going back to the bottom of that range again. So will we dump straight through here now? Or do we just chop around like a kung fu chicken? ES made a new low. Nasdaq back down there to the lows. Nasdaq back to the 15-minute range low again. This is the 5-minute chart. That pivot point down there at the 40s, and then after that, 18,000s to the downside. Need to dump through there. Need to dump right through that pivot point for the bears. Black Monday coming. Oh, God. Does that mean we're going to go straight up now? Now that the chat's saying Black Monday? Oh, God. Nasdaq just down here to the 50s for now. ES is still making new lows. Nasdaq's kind of holding that pivot point there for now. Holding at the pivot point for now. I'm going to lose this 50 support or what? That pivot point right there at the 40s. I want to see us get through that pivot point first. Lose that pivot point there. Tapping the pivot point now. There we go. Now we're moving. ES, Nasdaq, both making new lows here. Let's go. We got 18,000 down there next. Looking weak. Still just kind of bleeding out here for now. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe button. Help me out. Blow up that like button, blow up the subscribe button. It's free to like, free to subscribe. All right, Nasdaq still moving lower down there to the 18,026s now. And there's that 18,000 level. First target out of the opening range break. 50% deviation. Now let's see if we can get a pullback. Pull back up into that pivot point, get stuck, and then move down. Would be ideal. Still just bleeding out through the 18,000s now. Nice, nice. Good Lord. The bleed out is real. Fucking A. Fucking A, boys. This is crazy. All right, all the way down there to the 970s, the opening range, 61s, almost 100 points there on the opening range break. Sellers still very aggressive here. Will they get a pop? We need something to short into. It's just like I can't short here at the bottom now. Don't do that. Don't be that guy. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. No, no, no. Thank you. No, no. Thank you very much. I'm good. Still going lower. Damn. $950s, $960s now. Give me a little pullback. Give me something, Nasdaq. Don't do this to me. Don't go straight down all day. Don't do it, Nasdaq. Don't do it, Nasdaq. Yeah, come on. Wow. Sellers are aggressive. Still straight down here, 950s now. Velo, 200 points, done for the day. Fucking A, man. What a legend. What a legend. What a legend. What an absolute legend. All right, well, either way, we got to get some type of pushback up here. It's not that I want to be bullish or bearish. It's just that I can't go shorting at the goddamn bottom, chat. I can't do that. Don't do it. It ain't a good plan. It never works. It never works. Ever. 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 Don't do it. Wait for that next bear flag to form. A lot of weakness here on the Nasdaq, still just kind of moving down there. I feel like we need a little bit of a pushback up here just to let people short higher, right? Short high, buy low, not the other way around. Don't short low, buy high. That is an unprofitable strategy, and I know from experience. Both the ES and the Nasdaq trying to kind of push back up here, but still just straight down, man. One of those days, I guess, we're just going to bleed out. Down there to the 940s now, making new lows. Go all in short, put your stop at the opening range high. Yes. Someone told me to do that the other day. That would be fun, wouldn't it? 300-point stop, baby. I mean, Nasdaq just kind of looking like it wants to a little bit of a pop back up here, but still just kind of bleeding out. Got a big sell down. You would think that we get some type of little pushback up here, you know. Just a little pushback up there, you know, just a little bit. Man, they are being aggressive here. Every little pushback up just gets sold. I mean, fuck. Just being patient. Let's see what happens here. We get this little pushback up. It's kind of stuck there below the 50s. And this is what I see. I knew it was going to happen. I fucking knew it. Nasdaq finally popping back up here. Let's look for this higher low now. We want a higher low. You know, maybe 18,000 would be nice, but just kind of see how she plays out here now. Fucking A. I mean, we did have the 2-minute, the EMAs crossed there on the 2-minute chart, 18,113s. This right here just kind of was a fucking... I feel like this pump right here really made me not take this trade right there. But that was the move. We trapped below the opening range. We pushed back up into the middle of the opening range. And then all the way down there to the 940s. Got some sellers at 64, but Now what do we do? What time frame am I on? Right here. There's a 2 on the chart. See that 2? That's the 2-minute chart. If I go to the 5-minute chart, it says 5 minutes. All right, look at the 5. Look at the 5-minute chart here. See, I feel like just kind of it needs to like push back up into that. But you don't always get what you want. You know, that's the problem. You don't always get what you want, chat. If we just continue to dump through here, through the 9 kind of 50s there next. Being patient either way. All right, once again, moving down here, 950s. Just kind of hold it on there. Buyers, once again, kind of stepping in there. Some sellers at 62s trying to hold it down. Will we kind of break to the downside here? ES looking weak. Hmm. 17,900 down there. 50 points lower, obviously. If we lose that 40 support, see if we don't move down there straight to the 17,900s next. Oh, buddy. I am short. Looking for this move down. We'll look for that 920 break and then try to trail that right on down into that 900 break next. Short from the 47s here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, chat. Down there into the 920s now. Moving my stop to the 31s. Took a little bit of profit here. But see if we can't get it lower, though. Let's go a little lower. Break that 910 area next. Moving, just kind of trailing my stops down one at a time. We shorted with 5. We got 2 left right now. All my stops are at 25 now. I want to see if we can't break 900, but I'll be out at 25 if we push back up here. Just to lock it in there from the 47s now. And we're stopped out. Hey, not bad. We'll take it.
I don't give a damn. Pat stuck to his discipline.
Amen, brother. Amen. $30-minute pivot point. Oh, 30-minute pivot point. We had a 30-minute pivot point right there, the 913s. Nasdaq still just dumping, man. I think we got to go through that 17,900 level there next. After that, you got a pivot point down there, 820s. Has been quite the waterfall so far. There's the 17,900 test. Buyers flirting with it. You gotta love how that whole number right there, 17,900, perfectly touched. Perfectly touched that 17,900 area. Nvidia just bleeding out. Bleeding out here on Nvidia for now. Gotta lose that 17,900 area there. Hey, look at that.
Pat, what size do you trade on a normal non-volatility day for a 150K Apex ACC?
The 150K or the like just 150K account? Oh, that's a tricky one right there, my friend. $150K. I mean, I'd probably trade with micros if I was you. Trade the micros, why not? Especially in this environment. You can make plenty of money trading micros. I would not trade minis with the 50K account. I mean, maybe personally I would, but I'm saying for you, I would not do it. Listen, don't do as I do, do as I say. I gotta go to the bathroom now. Well, nothing happened. I guess the Nasdaq doesn't care if I'm here or not. All right, are we going to just lose this 900 level and waterfall to the downside? Right now, not looking good. Oh, boy. Good time to maybe buy. Both the ES and the Nasdaq right now, ES and Nasdaq kind of looking the same. ES is sitting there at the 5,200. You got a pivot point on the ES at the 5,189 to the downside there. And the Nasdaq ES is kind of holding up, kind of looking like a bear flag down here, but giving it some time, being patient. Well, let's see how this. I mean, I think if we lose 900, we got to go down. We got to go downtown at that point. Lose that 900 level, go straight down, Lieutenant Dan. She's so close. She wants to go lower. I don't think there's a 5% rule with Apex. All right, Nasdaq back up there to the 940s. Max Myers trading from Kauai. Let's go. Kauai, Hawaii. All right, let's tap in. Ooh, look at that. Little reaction to that EMA right there on the 2-minute chart. Will we get that next bear flag? Basically, at this point, if we break below the low of this candle, I'm looking for a short. We'll just be patient. Let it kind of just do what it's going to do. This is the 9 EMA. The 21 EMA is up there, 17,978 there. On Maui trading. Wow, look at that. We got traders. We got all the Hawaiian traders up in here. Well, that's good. If you're in Hawaii, let me know in the chat. If you guys have already hit that like button, come on. We got 600 likes here. We can do more. We can do better. We can always do better than that. Come on, come on. Zucchini's on Oahu. Man. Evans on Oahu. All these traders are living in Oahu. Trading from Afghanistan. That sounds fun. Sup, you fucker. You know what's up, Chris. You know what's up. All right, Nasdaq. Will we get this entry here? Looking real weak. At 940 would have been nice, I guess. $940. Kind of just want to see if we get through this low there. We're breaking to the downside here. Put a short order out here. Just came back from Ala Moana. Ala Moana. You're like right there, 30. All right, we're filled for the short. We basically want to keep this below that pivot point there, obviously. And get this to move down. Make a new low here, baby. Come on. We lose that 900 support. It's straight down. The moment of truth. Need to break through this 920s. I want to see us lose that 920 area. I'm going to start trailing this baby down. Do not like this. I want to go straight down through this 920s right here, right now. I'm going break even on it just because we're at the low of day right here. Worst come to worst, I'll get out. Out for break even for now. Damn it. Damn it. Might have been the right idea. Right idea for now. We need maybe more push up first. Just didn't like how that candle kind of pushed right back up there. Never a good sign. We needed to, like, basically get right through that 920. Buyers stepping back up here now. Looking weak here again. I mean, now it's basically, let's just lose these lows, and then we can get short again. Patrick, I saw you in Nigeria. You saw me in Nigeria? I've never been to Nigeria. Must have been my doppelganger. Must have been my doppelganger. And Nasdaq chopping around here again. Looking like we want to make a new low here. I mean, it really be looking like that, don't it? Just kind of consolidating here at the 900s for now. ES just made a new low. Nasdaq, no new low yet. We're bear flagging. We just need this 5-minute chart. Get these lows taken out there. Take out those lows at the 900s on the 5-minute chart, and then it's ding, 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 moving down again. And look at that, right back up there. Some sellers at like the 37s trying to hold it down there. This 5-minute candle just looks like it wants to do something. It wants to be naughty candle.
5 minis for 150K ACC is what you trade now.
Naughty candle. It's a naughty candle. Look at that. Little doji candle, and then the next candle breaks the two highs just to take out anyone stops that's short down there. Halftime X. Once I make 100,000 in payouts, I'm coming to the BDH. Hell yeah, you are. You make 100,000 in payouts, you come over here and come right to the BDH, boy. You come right to the BDH, boy. All right, ES, Nasdaq, both pushing back up here now. Nvidia, everybody kind of pumping back up. How high do we go? VWAPs all the way up there, 18,112s. She's a pumping. All right, Nasdaq back up there to the 9 EMA. 5-minute chart pushed right back up there to that 968 area here on the Nasdaq. We held the lows for now. I see Chad Cobra talking about getting short. I don't know. I'd be waiting a little longer. Don't go short in a big old boner candle, boys. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know about you guys. The high of that 5-minute candle is 73. Damn! When Chuck Norris heard of Patrick Wieland.
He legally changed
Ooh.
his last name to Wieland out of respect.
Oh, yeah, he did. He'd be like, he knows who the largest is. He knows. Chuck Norris knows. I feel like the Nasdaq wants to take out the high of these candles there at the 70s or so, right? I mean, it just makes sense. Sort of, maybe. Oh, yeah. There it goes. Are you not using Bookmap anymore, Patrick? No. No Bookmap. It's not that I don't have anything against Bookmap. I just, I'm trying to minimize, right? I'm trying to minimize. Because when I was in Hawaii, I stopped using Bookmap. Not because I didn't want to use it, just because I was like, well, there's no point in me. I didn't want to, like, well, first off, I was on a Mac, and you can't use Bookmap on a Mac. So, I don't know. I felt like I traded better without it. Oh, Rodriguez, I told you the RSI is flipping. God damn. How will I ever survive without somebody telling me? Without you telling me, I'll never be able to do it.
Pat, how'd I trade at the BDH?
Will Black, how do you trade at the BDH? You gotta just hang out long enough, man. Put in the time, put in the effort. Put in the time, put in the effort. You'll find a way. Nasdaq up there 980s now. We took out the high of these candles. Let's see what happens there next. What if someone loses every trade? Can they come to the BDH? Every trade? Like every trade guarantee you're going to lose? I mean, I might bring you to the BDH if you're that good. But I doubt it. I doubt that you lose every fucking trade, you know? I mean, that right there is a skill. If you're 100% always losing every fucking trade, send an email to g@onlyprofirms.com because we want you to come to the BDH because we're going to do the exact opposite of whatever you do. You know what I mean? You know? Hey, if you lose every fucking trade, I am in. Sign me up. I will fucking sit you right next to me. Right here, baby. Right next to me. I'm going to put you here. Right next to me. And I'm going to just wait for you to put on a trade. And then I'm going to do the exact opposite. All right? If I'm telling you, though. But you better be 100%. You better lose 100%. Because if you only lose 90% of the time, that ain't good enough. That ain't good enough. I only want 100% losers. 100% losers. Only 100% losers. That's right. That's right. That's right. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. Well, We made some money today. We made some money today, chat. That's right. We made a little bit of money. Just a little bit. All right, Nasdaq, there's that denial. We jumped up here above these highs, those candles. So let's see if this pulls back and then builds out a bit of a bear flag here for that next leg lower. You know? Today, what a wild ride today. What a wild ride today. What a wild ride. What wild ride. It's a wild ride. All right, Nasdaq. This is kind of, you just want to be patient here, my friends. Let this play out. So I don't know if you guys, I don't know if he told you. If I told you so. But check this bad boy out. This is my live account. Well, this is a real money account. I put $50,000 into this account last week, basically, with Optimus Futures. Nasdaq just really dumping back down here. But on the day right now, we're up 17,000. What's crazy is we were up 8,000. We had a little bit of drawdown, and then, baby, we got it back. So, pretty happy with that. Not my best day ever, but the metrics from this platform, you can see total profit and loss 17,000. Not bad. So, all right, Nasdaq, where are you going now? Nice little pullback here, huh? Wow. She really pulled it back there, didn't she? All right, now I want to basically see, like, us get stuck here at that 960s again. And I'm going to look for my short. Why not use Trade-Of-8 for your personal? Because Optimus Futures, their platform, Optimus Flow, I got better commissions, better deal with them. I know the guys over there. They set me up. So it's actually Optimus Flow is the platform that I'm using. It's very similar to basically Quant Tower. And yeah. So I still use Trade-Of-8 for my funded accounts, like for my live funded accounts. I still use Trade-Of-8, but for the prop firm live funded accounts, I still use Trade-Of-8. All right, Nasdaq, will we dip down here through that 30? Look at this thing, just wants to drop like a fucking rock, boys. Get through that 930 area, make a new low coming up. Would you prefer Quant Tower over Trade-Of-8? People always ask me this. I don't really have like a preference, to be honest. I'm just gonna take what I get, you know? I use Trade-Of-8 just because I've been using it for so long, but honestly, most platforms, they all work. It just comes down to what your personal preference is. Trade-Of-8 probably has the best copier for like prop firms, the easiest one. I got a message from a company that allows you to connect multiple Trade-Of-8 prop firm accounts and then copy them just through one copier, which might be cool. I haven't really tried it out yet, but they hit me up about it, so I'm gonna check that out. Between the different prop firms, yeah. ES is back down there to the low. ES is at the low again. If the ES starts dumping through here, Nasdaq's gonna go. Nasdaq's gonna go. Replicanto? I've never used Replicanto. I don't trade with NinjaTrader. Isn't Tradeovate owned by NinjaTrader? It is. It is. All right, Nasdaq, let's get on through this 930 area. Just dump it on down for me. You know you want to make a new low right here, Nasdaq. You know you want to make a new low, Nasdaq, through the 920s. Hoo-wee! 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 That's my sign to the Nasdaq. Hoo-wee! So close. Come on, get on down there. Can you take me higher to a place with... Well, it's not. We're not taking... No, take me lower, Nasdaq. Take me lower. We got to go downtown so I can lock in this 10,000 motherfucking dollars. Take it. I fucking hate when it does this shit. I hate when the Nasdaq does this stupid shit where it's like just, you know, it wants to go lower and it's just going to make you like really sit there and watch it, right? Just really make it be dumb. You just really gotta be dumb. Yeah, right. I hate it. I hate when the Nasdaq does this shit, man. It always be doing this shit. Why does the Nasdaq always be doing this fucking shit, man? Why? See, this is what it does. I get in short. I try to take a little bit of profit, make sure I get my, it don't go. 1050, baby. On the day right now, in this account, this is a funny one. Total profit on the day, 17,000. In this is my Tradeify live funded account. Tradeify live funded account. Gross P&L, 10,000. We had some ups, we had some downs. But, hey, we kept it in check, right? We keep it in check, and that's all that matters. The key focus here, my friends, if you're new to the channel, check this baby out. Average winning trade, $720. Average losing trade, $461. Oh, there it goes. There it fucking goes. There it fucking goes. I knew it. I knew it. There it's gonna start just bleeding out now, just bleeding out, and I just you know, just bleeding out. My expectancy. What's my expectancy? 266. Not the best, but hey, we're green. So we're green 17,000. We're up 17,000 in our live account, right? 17,000 in the live account, which hey. Not a bad day here. I don't know if you can see it. Well, you see it over here. 17,000 in the live account, right? We got 17,000 there. Nice little move today. We locked in the profit in our Tradeify live account. And right now, just sitting there looking pretty. In other news, you might be wondering, Patrick, why do you not have your Apex accounts? I've been struggling, man. I don't know what it is, but I have been struggling with the Apex accounts. I know that sounds stupid, but right now I do not have any funded Apex accounts. I have no Apex PA accounts right now. So, just being honest with you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But luckily we did lock in our, well, not locked in, but we did pass another 20 Apex accounts. I don't know. I got problems, mental problems. I'm an idiot, you know. We still passed them. I'm not happy with it, but we did it, all right? I'm an idiot, all right? I'm an idiot. Hey, I've never claimed to not blow up accounts. I'll be honest with you. I never claimed that. But I'll be making some money here and there. All that matters is this account. This is the account that I want to run up. I want to turn this $50,000 into $60,000. $1 million, baby. Why are you struggling with Apex? I don't know. To be honest, I'm just an idiot. The other day, I was up $10,000 across 20 accounts. And I got greedy and I kept going, and then I just fucking maxed out. So, I mean, honestly, it's part of it. It's tricky. It's not easy. I don't know. I've been struggling. I have. Like, this last month, it's been rough. I've had a really rough April. April has been really rough for me. I just cannot get it going. I get into a good rhythm, and then I just can't do it. What's crazy is, you're going to die when you hear this story. This is a true story. This is a true story, I swear to God. The other day, I was up $30,000. $30,000 in one day. In one Take Profit Pro Plus account. So that's a live funded account. I was up $30,000 in one day. And guess what my end of day P&L was on that account? Zero. I literally hit zero after being up 30,000 on that day. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know. I got problems. I think it's social media, man. I see everybody else on Twitter posting up all these big ass P&Ls, and I'm over here like, fuck, I got to get me a big P&L. I got to stop comparing my P&L with everybody else. That's the problem. Kevin Future says, that's not good, Patrick. Well, it is what it is, Kevin, because, the good thing is I still make about $50,000 a day, from the affiliate stuff. So, hey, it's all, tomato, fugazi. That's also the hard part. I make so much money off the prop firm affiliate stuff. It's like hard to be excited about it being up $1,000. That's the problem. Like it's hard to be consistent with like only making $1,000 in a day, right? Compared to when you're making 50,000 in a day. I don't know. All right, I got we got a giveaway. I got 4 Apex accounts to give away here today. 4. That's right. And there's a link in the chat. Go to that link, leave a comment, tell the world how much you love Only Prop Firms, PW, and we'll pick a winner. I will send you the code on Twitter. And you'll get a free, it might be 99% off, actually. So go leave a comment on Twitter, repost it, share some love, follow Only Prop Firms, all that fun stuff. And yeah, I don't think it's ready yet.
I don't take my model due to time of day. No news. If I see my model perform, it can cause me to want to tilt or take lower probability trades.
Trader Tom, I mean, you're not wrong. I would say the biggest issue for me, the biggest issue in my entire life is just sizing. And then also the problem for me too is like getting stopped out break even sometime. I think, Jake talked about this the other day. He talked about like the idea of like going on tilt after you stop out. And I'll be honest, like it's hard, right? Because you see your setup, you have your setup, blah, blah, blah. And then you get chopped out, whatever it is. And then the market moves to your target. And what do? Like right now, it's like you're sitting here, like, do you short here? All right, let's say you shorted here. Now you get stopped out, and then it's like it fucking goes all the way down here. And then guess what? You watch it, and then you get short down here, and then it pushes back up.
Trade the same style. Up $9,500 in payouts in March. Blowing accounts left and right in April.
Little bullseye there. Hey. It is, I don't know. I hate to like make excuses, I guess, but it's kind of just the name of the game, man. It's just like Jake said the other day. He said, you have hot spots, your hot streaks, you have green streaks, then you have red streaks. Sometimes those red streaks just kind of hit you all at the same time. I had 30 days of green, and then I've just been battling. It's funny because almost every single red day that I've had in April, I was up on I was green at one point. right? At one point, I was green, like on Friday or Thursday of last week. Thursday of last week, I was up $2,000 in both of my live funded accounts. And then what happened? I just gave it all back and I hit max loss. So that might be another, rule to, I got to do something with that rule. Kind of like forcing myself. Like if I'm up on the day, I can't go back to red on the day. So. The red streaks bring up bad habits. They do. Well, you definitely you start to add on to it, right? You start to add more and more. You get greedy. You don't stop out. You start dollar cost averaging. It's a tricky one. Right now, looking like a bit of a head and shoulders here. A little head and shoulders setup. Basically, this 940 area. I mean, I think if you're shorting here, you might be all right. The ES is down at a pivot point right now. ES made new lows. Oh, no. ES is sitting right there at that pivot point now. What's up with you and Brez? Nothing's up. He posted a picture of my car on his Twitter, and then I reposted it, and then he got all butthurt. So, I don't know. That's just... I wasn't really trying to troll him, to be honest. I was just posting a photo. I was just reposting the photo that he posted. Because he was looking at buying a GT3 RS, and mine was for sale. It honestly wasn't... I wasn't even trying to troll him, and then he got all butthurt about it, so... Someone said, you've already done 30 days. Yeah. Well, see, that's the problem too. I think, having a 30-day green streak also kind of fucks you up, mentally. Because now you're like, now you just think that you can just make it happen constantly. That you can make green. I think that's the biggest problem for traders, right? Like you think that no matter what, you can end up green at the end of the day. And those red days become bigger and larger because you're like, well, I'm down 2,000, but don't worry. I know how to get back to green. I know what to do. Rip the Pope. Moment of silence for the Pope. Fucking died the day after Easter. Wild. Brian Gonzalez. Honestly, it's just patience and not over trading. You're not wrong, Brian. You're not wrong. You know what it is, too? Is this setup here. Remember when, look at this. It dumped from the 18,060s, and look at that move. That's a 100-point move down. This is the move right here, right? That's what I needed. I didn't take this whole trade. Oh, my God, Nasdaq. That was a problem. And then now it's in this area, I'm just getting chopped up and fucked around, but this was the move. This is our setup. Why did I not take this setup? Well, because this boner candle happened, and then I got all maybe this is a trap. Maybe it's going to squeeze back up. Then I started thinking that it was a bullish move. And then really I should have just been hey, it's not bullish because it's still in the middle of that 15-minute range. We get that break to the downside. It's just even better short opportunity. So it is what it is at the end of the day. Hindsight's 2020, my friends. All right, so we had a little trap. I fucking feel like this has to go lower now, right? Is that the theory here? We trapped above that right shoulder, kind of a fake breakout. Repeat, Trump is speaking now. Oh, fuck. Never mind. Where is he speaking? I can't see him. Where is he? He's speaking to me. Oh, I might just be done for the day. It's 11 o'clock. We got a nice big green day going. If you ever get bored in the afternoon, try back testing the 5-minute orb. Pretty accurate and a nice 10 to 20 points on average. Not bad, not bad. Fucking A. Nasdaq's going to just like dump right through here now. Oh, God, what do? Do I FOMO into a short here and then get chopped up? Do I get in? It goes straight to my target. Which way is it going to go? That 940 was the short. I think that's a good rule, too. It's like, you don't take a fucking trade. Don't get into a trade after you just called out, like, your, ideal entry. Because I said, like, hey, we got this head and shoulders type setup, right? Head and shoulder type setup here. And it's like we kind of like that 940 was the short spot. And it's like, at this point, am I now going to get short down here at this low? Probably not. Probably not a good idea. Probably not good. I don't know for sure, but it's probably not good. That might be another rule to enforce. If I call out a trade, right? If I see a setup and then the setup plays out, well, don't fucking chase it, you idiot. Again, today, the 15-minute range, beautiful move. Beautiful move. Good, beautiful move today. Anybody who trades the 15-minute opening range? How many people in the chat every day are looking at the 15-minute opening range? I'm just wondering. How many? A lot of you. Look at that. The best part about the 15-minute opening range is just the fact that it like forces you to be patient, right? Wait. It forces you to wait, to be patient, to wait for that setup, to get your setup when you get it, kind of thing. Like, you gotta love it. So today you can see the 15-minute opening range break to the downside from the 66s all the way down there to the 900s. It's about a 100-point move. Nice little 100-point move. Not bad, not bad. Right now, Trump is speaking. Nasdaq is kind of chopping around here. I feel like we're going to move right on down there to that pivot point at some point. But also, at what expense? At what cost? The cost of what? What do I need to do? It ain't me. It ain't me, chat. All right, we got 700 likes here on the stream. Let's get 1,000 likes. Come on, baby. How do you trade? Breakout or a retest? We trade bull flags and bear flags. Bull flags, bear flags is what we trade. 15-minute chart. Looking like a big old bear flag here. A 1,000 likes, take another trade. Oh yeah, you crazy? You think you're that? You know how much money I make off those likes? Nothing. It's not worth it. All right. Either way, I think today, was a success. It's kind of a holiday type day. Rest of the markets in the world are not open. We had that big gap down. Trump's talking. Get those profits and walk away. What habits have made the biggest difference in your consistency? Well, those habits aren't really working right now, but I'd say just the biggest thing is being patient. It's probably the biggest habit. Oh, this hurts. This hurts. I mean, come on. You're going to tell me this ain't going to make a new low right here? You're going to tell me this ain't going to make a new low right here? You going to tell me that, chat? Dice Diddy said short. Okay. Short, Dice Diddy. I don't always listen to people in the chat, but whenever Dice Diddy is in the chat, I listen. You know, it's just, I got to. His name's Dice Diddy. Velo, PW, do you make the majority of your income from trading or other businesses? Majority of my income I make from OnlyFans. I sell pictures of my feet. There's a lot of freaky people out there, man. Who would have thought? You know, my goofy ass, weird looking feet be making millions on OnlyFans. You too. You know, you never know. Just start making some pictures, man. Just start taking pictures of your feet. And before you know it, you might be fucking a millionaire. Debadeep Gatak. That's a fucking name right there. Debadeep Gatak. Debadeep. That's a name, boy. Is Trades by Matt going to go to the BDH? He's supposed to. We talked about maybe in June. He's having a baby. Or his wife's having a baby. So, that's it. I'm going to get out of here. I got some stuff I got to work on later. Some big stuff happening at the BDH. You never know what's going to happen. So, that's it. I'm going to go and get ready for that. You know how we do. I'm going to close it out right there on the day, up $27,000. Good thing I did not get short at the bottom down there. Good fucking thing I did not listen to Diddy Dice. You know, good thing. Diddy Dice. Good fucking thing, Diddy Dice.
Regardless, my daddy told me keep the heat even when I'm in foreign. I'm heartless, cause these niggas is hating on me just because I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest, the largest. 30K on my riches for hard times. These niggas just mad cause they bitchin' my hard times. Jordan came back to the 4-5. If you play then you lay right there by your own kind. Hold up a 4 with a logo. Tell them when this bitch back like so-so. Got this rap shit here in the chokehold. Did a show out in Austin. Shout out to Bobo. Moved out the trenches, now look how we live. Tell my BM to furnish.
If your doors don't open to the top, you broke.
My bank full of M's. My rent now I'm up for the year. The view look crazy for me. When I pay for some dogs to the bottom.
If your doors don't go up, you broke. You broke.
Regardless, my daddy told me keep the heat even when I'm in foreign. I'm heartless, cause these niggas is hating on me just because I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest, the largest. Stuffing Cali plug weed in the blunt. Let my little brother roll in my Dutch. My little boy do whatever he wants. Matter T don't be asking for much. Pour and lean on the nuggets for once. Spill the rest of that drink in a punch. Left wrist on some my head stunt. White rich, I just did it because 600 the labor, you know how we coming. Tell them niggas they ain't taking nothing. Standing on business, we shooting the punches. Hey man, nigga, go get you some money. I just got off a tour, finna go on another one. Album done, finna drop me another one. Couple of M's, finna went up another one. Super Bowl ring, shit, I had to go do. They just say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping on shit since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep the heat even when I'm in foreign. I'm heartless, cause these niggas is hating on me just because I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest, the largest. Hey.
Oh, by the way, we got Rips. He's confirmed for June. Let's go. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.
It's your love tonight.